Michaela Jackson, Savannah Dutton, Chelsea King, and Abby Hadsa. And now, for your Trojans, Bailey Delaney. Bailey's being escorted by her mom and dad, Caroline and Jim Delaney. Her future goals is to attend a college in California. She just hasn't determined where yet. Her social involvement leaders, she played varsity basketball for 3 years. Bailey would like to thank her teammates, friends, family, and coaches, especially Coach White, Coach Joe, Coach Nat, and Coach Davis. Let's hear it for Bailey Delaney. Next, we'd like to recognize senior Ella Ray. Ella's being escorted by her mom Randy, and her father Alex, and her brother AJ, along with other family members and Kelsey. Her future goals is to have an amazing college experience, graduate from the Wharton Business and School of Business, and grow as a player at UPenn, where she signed a letter to play in the fall. She'd like to make lifelong friends, travel to many places, and one day live in Maui. Ella Ray has played basketball since elementary school. She went to Capital Christian for her freshman and sophomore year and played varsity basketball there. Then Ella transferred and has been at Oak Ridge for her junior and senior year and loves being a part of the basketball team here. There was a lot of hard work and support from others, and it's gotten her to the point where she is right now in her basketball career. She is excited to play at the next level. Her mom for always supporting her and encouraging her no matter what. Her brother AJ for being the best brother, being built-in best friend, and of course, her sisters too. Aunt Killis for being an amazing aunt and going on homework dates with me. My friends for always bringing me joy and giving me life outside of basketball. To all my coaches for outgoing patience and believing in me. And for Coach White, thank you for welcoming me to the team and making these past 2 years such an amazing basketball experience. My trainers, both past and present, for being amazing role models in the game. Lastly, I'd especially like to thank my dad for his endless hours and incredible devotion he has put into my basketball career. I love you, Dad. Let's hear it for Ella Ray. Next, we would like to recognize senior Abby Hellman. Abby is being escorted this evening by her mom Vicky and her dad Chris, along with her grandma Celise and her grandpa Paul. Her future goals is to attend a 4-year university, just isn't aware yet, study apparel merchandising or journalism. Abby played all 4 years for Oak Ridge women's basketball, and she loved it. Mom and Dad, she'd like to thank Mom and Dad for always being supportive, encouraging, and going to all my games. My grandparents drive up from almost all the games and listen to all the game broadcasts. Coach Nat for helping me on and off the court, watching film, making scouting reports before each game. Coach Co for thanking me on the bench and at practice and in order to help me be the best player I can be. Coach Steven for always practicing with the team and showing the team the importance of fundamentals. And finally, Coach White for coaching me all 4 years and never giving up on me. Thank you. Let's hear it for Abby. And last, our last senior, we'd like to recognize Downtown Tegan Brown. Tegan is being escorted by her parents, Ben and Jill Brown, along with her grandparents, Jerry and Jane Brown. Her future goals is to attend the University of Washington to study environmental sciences and continue her basketball career, where she signed a letter to play with them in the fall. Go Huskies! Tegan's history in Oak Ridge and social involvement. She enjoyed being involved in the track and basketball teams at Oak Ridge. She is also part of the O-Zone and enjoyed all the basketball trips over the years. Tegan would like to thank her teachers at Oak Ridge for her education to help her get ready for college. Tegan has many coaches to thank. First, thanks to Coach White for all the team camps, all net, and great varsity teams to play on. You have been a great role model. Thank you for believing in me. Thank Coach Natalie, Coach Steven, and Coach Joe for always supporting me and helping me improve each game. Special thanks to my AAU coach, Armando from Jason Kidd, for getting my name out there, significant AAU tournaments, and the recruiting process. My thanks goes to all other AAU coaches who helped me learn basketball. My trainers have always been there for me, all hours of the day. Dante, Danielle, Marcus, I would not be the player that I am today without you. I am so thankful for my amazing teammates that help me work hard and make practices fun. So many great memories and friendships over the 4 varsity season. Tegan is very thankful for the support of her family. My brother Jacob is always there challenging me at games and roughing me up. I appreciate my grandparents and family from Iowa traveling to watch me here in California and at tournaments. Lastly, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for being great role models and supporting my basketball career. I love you, and I can't do it without you. Thank you.
All right, everyone, welcome to our final league game of the year. Alongside my partner, Reed McIntosh, I am Nico Horning, welcoming you into the broadcast tonight. Our first of two, we're going to have our women's Folsom and Oak Ridge games starting off here in a few minutes, followed by our men's Folsom and Oak Ridge game after that. So, Reed McIntosh, what are you looking for from Oak Ridge tonight? It's going to be a Tegan Brown type of game.
Yeah, you know, Folsom took some of the earlier games this year. I want to see Oak Ridge make a big comeback in their last game of the year. You know, it's senior night. Everyone's here. Ozone's here. You know, this is the best opportunity for Oak Ridge to beat Folsom.
And if you're Folsom, your star player, Michaela Jackson, she's going to have to produce tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a star-studded lineup the whole night. No benching our best players. We got to keep them out there scoring points.
So the first two matchups, Folsom won both. The first one, 46-32. We were right here during that Christmas tournament when we wore those ugly sweaters. And then the second game just a few weeks ago, back on January 21st, Folsom won once again 42-37. A much closer game in that one. We had a Game Mic broadcast for that. But Reed, looking forward to tonight. Any last takeaways for you?
Yeah, you know, it's just going to be great basketball all around. I definitely expect to see a close game, so keep watching. And then also after the women's game tonight, we have the men's game at 7 o'clock. So once this game ends, we'll end the stream, start a new one, and men's will be there.
Folsom undefeated in league play thus far. We'll see if Oak Ridge can change that tonight. Stay tuned. We'll have introductions and tip-off coming your way.
Please show good sportsmanship. We intend to see a very good battle out here tonight from 4 quarters of action. And now, we'd like to introduce your starters. For the visiting Folsom Bulldogs, number 4, Michaela Jackson. Number 5, Ella Yorti. Number 11, Chelsea Tree. Number 13, Ava Rollins. And number 21, Charlotte Carnegie. Folsom is coached by head coach Lynn Wilkins, Brian Brown, and Zach Wilk. And now, for your starters, for your home team, the Oakridge Trojans. Number 3, Lauren Marsh. Number 22, Jessica Merrill. Number 30, Ella May. Number 12, Abby Allen. And number 11, Oakridge is coached by Steve Wright, essentially showing off their nine-game Steven Davis. Visiting Bulldogs come in with a record of 23-1 behind the league. Tonight's officials, Brian Woodruff and Ryan Carter. Oakridge is posting a record of 19-5 overall, 8-1 in league. Here we go. Buckle up.
Pretty good, boss. How about you, boss?
And everyone, welcome here inside Trojan Arena for this contest between the visiting Folsom Bulldogs and your Oak Ridge Trojans. As a travel violation to start the game here by Jessica Crandall. So now inside, Jackson gives it to Uriarte, and that is how this game gets started. Uriarte with the first 2 points of the night. Brown now for Oak Ridge, bringing the ball up the floor. The double team comes over. Now Marsh on the near corner, drives inside, tries and finds Ray on the kick out, but instead finds Hellwig. That one's a little right, no good. And here come the Bulldogs the other direction. Rollins driving inside, going all the way. Ella Ray right there. And Brown the other way for the Trojans. Ella Ray inside, one dribble, little fadeaway, unsuccessful, gets her own rebound. Now Crandall at the left post, just too strong. And Folsom with another rebound. Here is Kleiman Haig for 3, no good. Brown with the offensive board. Brown, Hellwig on the left, and nice reaction there by Chelsea Ching. And Oak Ridge is on the board. We're all tied up in 2. Just getting started here for this double header as Ching is able to save it in bounds. Now 3-pointer by Ava Rollins. No good. Offensive rebound by Ching. Jackson steps inside the arc. No good, and Brown jumps up high and grabs the board. Coach White telling his Oak Ridge squad to get up the floor as that one's turned over. Ching now on the right side of the floor, coming up for Folsom. Jackson up top, plenty of time on the shot clock. Kleiman Haig from the free throw line, off the back iron, and Ray comes up with the board. Nice hands by Kleiman Haig. That one's knocked out of bounds. Oak Ridge will take over. So, like Reed and I talked about in our pregame, Folsom winning both of the matchups this year against Oak Ridge as Brown drives inside on the left side of the paint and will go out of bounds off a Folsom defender. Folsom defeated the Trojans 46-32 in the winter tournament just after Christmas, or right before Christmas rather. And then Folsom once again 42-37 over Oak Ridge back on January 21st, and that one was at Folsom. Brown now in the left corner finds a wide open Ray inside, and she scores. Ella Ray's on the board now, and Oak Ridge up 4-2 with a little over 5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Ching up top, defended by Hellwig. Hellwig, a prime defender for this Oak Ridge team in the near corner for three, no good. That was Kleiman Haig. And Ella Ray comes up with the board. Tegan Brown pushing the pace for the Trojans. She's going to go inside, stripped away by Kleiman Haig. And here comes Folsom. Jackson in front of Marsh. Jackson all the way, and she's got the bucket. Michaela Jackson tying it back up at 4. Jackson and Uriarte double teaming Brown there, but now Hellwig on the near corner. No good. Brown with the offensive board and couldn't find her partner, Ella Ray. It'll be out of bounds. Jackson now up top. Once again, Kleiman Haig inside, open again. Tries to get past Ray, but Ray swats it away. And it'll be a jump ball, Ella Ray and Charlotte Kleiman Haig. It will be Folsom possession here with a little over 4 minutes to go. We're all tied up at 4 here from Oak Ridge High School. It is going to be a close one tonight. Two rivals going at it here in the greater Sacramento area. Jackson for 3. She hits and connects. Michaela Jackson now with 5 of the 7 points for the Bulldogs. And a foul on the open floor will be against Uriarte for Folsom. As now checking in will be Minderman for Kleiman Haig. Minderman, a freshman for this Folsom Ball Club. Brown goes to Ray, but knocked away by Sophia Minderman right as she enters the contest. Jackson now up floor. Ching for 3. That one's no good. And Brown will inbound. So Oak Ridge ranked at number 12 in California. Folsom ranked number 2. So definitely 2 top-tier teams going at it here tonight. Of course, Folsom number 1, Oak Ridge number 2 in the section. And that'll be a foul on Uriarte trying to defend Crannell there on the opposite side of your screen. So that's Uriarte's second. She'll now exit. And Jada Tupou will enter the ball game. Lily Delaney now comes in. Crannell exits. And Ray now on the far corner. A little bit of miscommunication there, but Brown able to speed her way to the ball, but almost stolen by Tupou. It'll be out of bounds. Oak Ridge lucky to retain possession. So like we mentioned a moment ago, Jackson with 5 of the 7 points so far for this Bulldogs team. And Ella Ray already up to 4 boards for Oak Ridge. Ella Ray, the 6'3" senior, going to Penn next year. Hellwig now. Lauren Marsh at the top of the arc, drives inside, throws it up, draws the contact, count it! Lauren Marsh inside. And she'll earn herself an extra opportunity at the free throw line. So Lauren Marsh gets on the board. Free throw is off. Oak Ridge down 1. It's 7-6. Folsom with the advantage. Nice hands by Hellwig. And now cross court over to Ching for a triple. That one's off. Tipped by Brown. Jackson finds it in her hands. And now the rebound by Ella Ray for Oak Ridge. Lauren Marsh up the floor on the right side. Delaney in the corner. She attempts a triple. Too strong. And the rebound taken by Minderman. And Folsom will take over the rock. So Hellwig will be charged for a foul on that one. That'll be her first of the night. As we are now under the 3-minute mark here in this first quarter. Rollins on the right side. Brown closes the gap. Gives it back up to Jackson. Jackson thought Ching stayed in her place, but she cut inside, and that one will be knocked away by Oak Ridge. Folsom will have the ball when we come back after this timeout. It's 7-6 Folsom.
Hey, tonight, during the halftime of this game, Chick-fil-A will be doing half-court shot between a Folsom student and an Oak Ridge student. Amanda Benucci, she will represent Oak Ridge, and Ian Simpson will be representing Folsom.
So here we go. After the timeout, Folsom up 7-6. And Jackson will be the ball handler for a deep three at the shot clock horn. No good. She had to hook it up there and hope that one fell. It did not. And Delaney will inbound for Oak Ridge. So knocked away. Oak Ridge will retain possession. Ella Ray inside, leaves it a little short. Wish she had that one back. And Folsom back the other way. Tupou now on the right side of the floor. Clyman Haig back into the game, Minderman for three, no good. And this one will be staying Folsom ball. So Jackson, the leading scorer so far with 5. Brown, Marsh, and Ray all have 2 for Oak Ridge. Minderman up top, defended by Delaney. Now to Rollins. Jackson on the right side. Tupou inside, puts her head down, drives inside, throws it up, and nice defense from Ella Ray. The board taken by Lauren Marsh. Marsh now bringing the ball up the left side, crosses the logo. And Delaney now the ball handler with 17 on the shot clock. Hellwig. Ray can't get that one to go. And Jackson up the right side now. Jackson all the way, draws the contact, and she'll earn herself a couple at the line. So that'll be Hellwig's second of the night. Jackson, the leading scorer for both teams at the stripe. She's got the first. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Trojan Pride Sports Marketing. Happy to have you here on YouTube. Our last league game of the year for women's basketball. Men's basketball will be coming up next at 7 o'clock. So stick around for that one. Brown at the logo. 15 on the shot clock. Brown on the right side attempts a deep three. It's nothing. And Jackson the other way for Folsom. Jackson up top. Clyman Haig on the right side. Abby Hellwig, as we talk about every game, such a solid defender for this Trojans team. Tupou now fakes the three, steps inside the arc. Too strong. And Marsh will take it away. Here comes Brown up the left side of the floor. Looked like she may have gotten away with the backcourt violation there. But nonetheless, Oak Ridge will give it away out of bounds. Folsom will take over with 34 seconds to go here in the first. Liv Jurgensen will enter the ball game for Hellwig. And so will Brooke Williams with Ella Ray exiting. Jackson now will bring the ball up. There's about a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Jackson will likely take it all the way down as much as she can. Jurgensen will be on Jackson. Now in the corner, Minderman. No good. Rollins with the offensive board, but now stolen by Oak Ridge. Here's Marsh. 2 seconds on the clock. Delaney's got a hook up at 3. And that one is well short to end the first quarter of things here. 8-6 Bulldogs after 1. Thanks for tuning in. Second quarter action coming up next. Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant so you can hear me. Yeah. Yes. Dude, I thought you meant like so you can hear like so you can hear what I need to. And now joining us, color analyst Reed McIntosh. Reed, nice to have you. We're sitting right next to each other now.
Yeah, I can actually hear you now. Tried to commentate at first there. Had no clue what was happening, but we're here now.
So as Reed and I were getting situated, Kleiman Haig knocked down the triple to get this second quarter underway. Brooke Williams now at the line for the Trojans. Williams hits the first. So Reed, as we talked about entering this contest in our pregame show there, Jackson leading all scorers with 6. How important is her performance going to be going into the second half?
She's a huge part of this team, and it's going to mean a lot.
Kleiman Haig for 3 once again. That one's well short. Oak Ridge will take over. So Sophia Williams into the ball game. She'll bring it up for the Trojans. Now Jurgensen on the left side. Folsom defender falls down on the floor. Now Jackson with the steal. Jackson decides to clear it out. Kleiman Haig. Jackson inside, little Euro, draws it, and count the basket. Jackson, what a move inside.
Huge reaction from the Folsom bench and Folsom crowd. No one thought that one was going to fall.
Ella Ray comes in for Brooke Williams, and Chelsea Ching enters the contest for Abby Hadsell.
Ella Ray has been dominant.
Jackson knocks down the free throw to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, I was saying Ella has been dominant on defense this year. We'll see if they put her on Michaela.
Jurgensen in the corner. Double team came over. Marsh on the far side. Ella Ray now backing her way inside. Reverses direction. And Brown will come up with the rebound. Brown for 3, too strong. Ella Ray with the board right there and puts it back.
Ella Ray with that huge paint performance.
Ray up to 4 points now, along with 6 rebounds. So Jackson now with the logo, 17 on the shot clock. Defended by Williams. Jackson goes on the right side, screened by Kleiman Haig. Minderman threw it up wildly, and Brown will take over for Oak Ridge. Reed, that was a little bit of a wild shot there. A little bit of scrappy play here as Brown attempts the triple, and she's got it.
Ray with her second shot of the night that she gets to fall.
So Brown's up to 5 points now, along with 5 rebounds. So Tegan Brown finding her groove here. Folsom defended her well in the first quarter. And now with 5.5 to go, Folsom's up 2. Jackson inside. Ran into a wall. That was Ella Ray. Now Williams the other way. Ray. Marsh on the far corner. Brown. Ray inside. A little left, and Folsom will take it the other way. Ava Rollins, the ball handler. And Folsom and head coach Lynn Wolking will take a timeout with 5:09 remaining in the second. Folsom up to 14-12. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back after this. So after the timeout, Folsom with the ball. Jackson on the right side. Inside. Cameron Mafua now into the ball game. That one's no good, but Folsom will have another opportunity. Ching with a deep triple. Nothing there. And Brown will inbound for the Trojans.
Yeah, we got some angry parents complaining about 3-second violation there.
So Helwig and Brown, the backcourt. The defense from Michaela Jackson, Chelsea Ching. Helwig now on the left side. Lauren Marsh in front of the arc, attempts a long-range jumper. No good, but traveling by Jada Tupou, and Oak Ridge will have another chance at it. So Williams will inbound it under the basket, and Brown with a nice floater in the paint. So Brown is now up to 7 points of Oak Ridge's 14. We're all tied up at 14. Here is Jackson for 3. A little off offensive board by Tupou, but Ray will take it away. And Tegan Brown now with the ball in her hands. Lauren Marsh able to get it out of trouble. Helwig on the left side, drives inside. Too strong off the glass. And back the other way is Jackson. Rollins all the way to the board, unsuccessful. And Marsh with the offensive rebound, or with the rebound rather.
Williams with the ball, finds Brown.
Here's Ching the other way for Folsom. Jackson off her knee, and it's a scramble for the ball on the floor. Marsh has it as we speak, still loose, and a jump ball will be called. It'll be Oak Ridge possession.
Ball.
So we are now bringing in Mason Johnson. Mason, nice to have you.
Glad to be here, partner.
So Mason's been doing the game mic calls for many of our broadcasts here, and now he will be taking over a color analyst role here tonight for both the women's and the men's games, getting Mason some experience. Crandall on the right side.
Ray in the post, goes up. Strong shot.
Tupou all the way. Draws the contact, she's heading to the line. And we're back after some talking there between Mason and I and the team. New member Chris joins us here tonight. And Jackson rips it away for Folsom.
Turnover on the play.
Jackson all the way. Gave it to Tupou last minute. Out of bounds. Folsom will have another shot at it. So Mason, what have you seen so far from this Bulldogs club and Michaela Jackson?
I'm seeing lots of aggressiveness, so seeing if she can continue that. And to have Folsom spoil the senior night for the Trojans.
So Clyman Haig, no good on the three-point attempt there, and it'll be out of bounds, Folsom ball. They'll get it back. We're all tied up at 14. Jackson with 9 points in this ball game. Clyman Haig, now a short three by Aaron Bright. It was off the front iron. And Ava Edwards will bring it up for the Trojans. 15 seconds over 2 minutes. Here to go in the second quarter. Brown all the way inside.
Nice attack by Brown for the finish. Brown used her quickness there on the screen.
So Tegan Brown now with 9 points in this one, tying Jackson's 9 as well. It's a Brown versus Jackson type of game. Here's Cran on the right side, and an
Good
open
defense
floor
there
foul
for
by
Trojan.
Michaela Jackson. So Abby Hadsell enters the game for Clyman Haig. And Brown wide open in the paint and scores once again.
Great
Tegan
vision
Brown
from
leads all
Crano
scorers with 11.
to find Brown.
So Oak Ridge with a 4-0 run there. All 4 points by Tegan Brown. Now a triple by Rollins. That's off. Unsuccessful, and Edwards with the board for Oak Ridge. Lauren Marsh comes back around, now leads it up floor to Crannell. Crannell finds Ray inside. Ray
Nice
banks
assist
it home.
from Jessica Crano to Ella Ray. Ray uses her strength to go up for 2.
Oak Ridge takes a 20-14 lead as we approach the 1 minute mark here to go in the first half. Jackson calls out the play to her teammates, goes to the left side, switches places with Rollins. Bright inside, knocked away by Ray, and Brown with the ball.
Great defense there from the Trojans protecting their ground.
It's Brown versus Jackson. Brown slips, and Jackson able to take it away off of Marsh's foot. Jackson versus Edwards, and Edwards will call the foul. Smart foul there by Ava Edwards. So Mason, what have you seen with this change of play from Oak Ridge leading to a 6-0 run?
I think the change is great. As long as they keep this adjustment, then I think they're good.
Jackson finds Rollins, defended by Ray. Ray once again finds her hands on the ball, but Rollins able to get it back and score. So 25 seconds now to go in the first half. Brown has the ball. She'll likely take it all the way down before she gets a shot up. And there'll be a blocking foul on Michaela Jackson there at the arc. So Oak Ridge pretty happy about that one as Jackson picks up an extra foul heading into the second half.
Folsom not happy with that call.
12.1 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Edwards will inbound it to Crannell. 10 seconds now. Here's Edwards at the top of the three-point line. Finds Crannell. 5 on the clock. 3 seconds. Knocked away by Jackson, and that'll do it for the first half. 20-16, Oak Ridge takes a lead heading into the locker rooms. And what a sight to see for Coach White. All things positive going for the Trojans and company.
And bunch of negatives for the Bulldogs as well.
So thanks for tuning in here. Trojan Pride Sports Marketing, our sports broadcasting team. Happy to have you tonight. 20-16 Oak Ridge. Special guest Cameron Salerno from the Sacramento Bee will be joining us here in a couple minutes inside this broadcast. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here in a few.
Testing. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
All right, so can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can't hear you on the.
I can't hear you either on there.
It's okay.
All right, we're gonna have to deal with it. So I am now joined. Hold up, real quick.
When I look up Oak Ridge, there's no event.
All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in here. Trojan Pride Sports Marketing, our sports broadcasting team. Happy to have you here tonight. It's halftime. Oak Ridge is up 20-16. I am now joined by Cameron Salerno of the Sacramento Bee. Cameron, nice to have you tonight.
It's great to be here. Great crowd, great atmosphere. I mean, two great teams. This is the two top-ranked teams of the Sacramento Bee. Folsom's ranked number 1. Oak Ridge is ranked number 2. Just good basketball, I know. I've been at some games, and it's just the best crowd I've seen so far. So great atmosphere so far.
So before we get too far into basketball, you were here 24 hours ago covering men's soccer, and that one ended in a penalty kick win for Oak Ridge. Can you talk a little bit about that game?
Yeah, it was 2-0 Oak Ridge, and I honestly thought the game might be over because it was in the 61st minute. And then Franklin tied it up at 2 and then went to overtime and then PKs. And PKs are electric. I know I've had the chance to cover some games that end that way, and it's a brutal way for the season to end, but it's a nice way to advance. So a great win for Oak Ridge last night.
So what a win for that men's soccer team last night. Now we transition to current time. What have you seen so far in this game? Obviously, it's been a Brown versus Jackson type of game like it always is. And can you talk a little bit about both point guards?
Yeah, I mean, Tegan Brown's incredible. I told you off the air, I think she reminds me a lot of Tyrese Halliburton. Just really a special player, great IQ, can impact the game in so many ways, guards the team's best player sometimes. So she's a great player. And then Michaela Jackson, just a really good player, only a junior as well. So, I mean, I think these teams are going to be atop the Sacramento Bee standings for years to come.
Brown with 11 so far tonight, Jackson with 9. What do you think is going to be the key for both of these teams heading into the second half?
I saw Oak Ridge is really doing a good job of playing zone defense and really eliminating Folsom's attempts inside. Folsom's taking a lot of outside shots, which I think is definitely, you see the score right now. It's only 2016. It's a low-scoring game, and that's what the Folsom coach told me before the game. He thought it was going to be this type of game, low-scoring affair. I think the key in the second half is just get settled down, run your offense, be patient, especially with the zone defense. You really have to pass it around to get the right shot, cut to the basket, have a cutter run out outside. So I think it's going to be a really good second half, and honestly, whoever really does that is going to win this game.
So now, let's transition into the Sacramento Kings. What a past, really 48, 72 hours it's been. Monty McNair coming out of nowhere, making some aggressive trades. And what are your thoughts on that Sabonis trade? I know at first everyone was like, what, Halliburton's leaving? But then it kind of settled down. And what are your thoughts on that?
At first I was in shock, honestly. I did not think Tyrese Halliburton would be traded. I said for the longest time that if there's one player you do not want to trade, it's Tyrese Halliburton. I think he has incredible basketball IQ. His stats don't reflect how good of a basketball player he really is. And I think that's what a lot of people don't know. And people don't watch Sacramento basketball. They don't know how good he really is. And I thought it was an aggressive move. And it's a move that, honestly, you probably had to make. And, I mean, we look at how bad the Kings have been the last 16 years. At some point, you need a spark. And I think Domantas Sabonis could be that spark for this franchise.
Now, personally, I thought his trade yesterday for DiVincenzo, obviously, we finally get him with that flawed Bogdanovich trade. What was that, last year, I believe?
Yeah, 2 years ago at the deadline. I mean, I love Dante DiVincenzo's game. Loved him at Villanova. Tough, hard defender. I don't know if he's going to start or not, but he'll definitely make an impact right away.
Well, it's going to be quite a run here for the Kings, hopefully following this All-Star break. I mean, what are your thoughts? Can we do it?
I think they can make the play, and I think there's definitely a path. The Kings are only 2 games out of the 10th spot in the West. And so I think it's really important to see how the rest of the season goes. And I thought why I was confused about the trade is the timing of it. Because if you're trying to tank and you're trying to get that top 5 draft pick in a really strong college draft class this year, I mean, you wanted to tank almost. So you're going to be probably in the middle. You're either going to make the play-in or you're not. And so if you don't make the play-in, you're probably going to be maybe a 10th or 11th pick. And that's kind of the range they've been the last few years. So they haven't been good enough to make the playoffs, so they haven't been bad enough to get a top 5 pick. And the one time they did, they traded away that guy, which was Mark Bagley.
So before we wrap things up, Salerno was here a couple months ago speaking to our whole Trojan Pride Sports Marketing Club. We were happy to have you. And now you're back covering some games. So what's it been like with the Sacramento Bee? And you're doing great work.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I love being able to come out and talk to kids about my career. I know when I first got started, I had some amazing mentors, and I still do. Joe Davidson, Stephen Wilson, Jim Patrick. There's great guys who've really helped me as a journalist and as a man. And so I think my goal now is to help the next generation of journalists and speak to them and let them know it's okay and I'm always here if they need me. So that's really important for me because I think if you impact the next generation, you pay it forward, it's all about that. So that's why I think it's really important to me.
Well, thanks for all the support. Thanks for teaching our whole club a thing or two. It was nice to have you.
Hope to come back soon.
Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Salerno of the Sacramento Bee. Nice to have you here tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
Second half action coming up shortly. 2 minutes to go here at halftime. 20-16. We'll be back after this. All right, sorry about that, folks. We're back here in the second half as Crandall misses inside. Ray with the offensive board, kicks it out to Marsh, who finds Hellwig on the left side of the paint, draws the contact, and that one can't fall. But Hellwig will earn herself a pair at the line. So, Mason, it's going to be quite a second half here. Oak Ridge with the 4-point lead. What are you expecting from this Trojan ball club?
Keep the momentum going, and then they'll be good.
So Hellwig missed her first at the line, misses the second, and it was knocked away by Ella Ray out of bounds. Folsom will take over. So Tegan Brown with 11 first half points, Jackson with 9, both leading scorers for their respective teams. Now Ching in the far corner, gives it back up to Jackson up top. Mid-range jumper is good. That is Ella Uriarte for her third and fourth points of the night.
Nice attempt there from the Bulldogs.
So Oak Ridge moving it around, knocked away by Jackson. So really both Tegan Brown and Michaela Jackson, I know we repeatedly keep talking about them, but not only do they do it on the offensive end, they are great defenders, Mason.
Indeed they are.
Crandall now had a defender fly by, ball's loose, picked up by Crandall. And Hellwig now with the ball, gives it over to Marsh. Hellwig 14 on the shot clock. And Crandall tried to get it to Brown. Oak Ridge finds the ball in their hands once again, 5 on the shot clock. Brown had a wide open layup inside. Just slipped out of her hands and Folsom takes away.
And Brown couldn't capitalize on the catch. Had a great opportunity there.
Kleiman-Haig to Ching for 3. That one's a little off. No good, and Hellwig with the offensive rebound. Or with the defensive rebound, rather. Crandall for 3 on the near corner. Banks it home. Jessica Crandall off the backboard, and that triple falls in.
I don't know if Crandall called bank, but it worked out. A nice assist from Brown on the fast break.
So Jackson now gives over to Ching on the left wing, and she's got the triple as well. It's a 23-21 advantage for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, nice attempt there from Ching on the wing. Shot it with confidence.
Crandall inside to Ray. Ray looking for a teammate, finds Marsh on the far corner, gives it back to Ray. Ray with a deep jump shot there. No good. Brown tried to put it back, finds the ball again. Little fadeaway, unsuccessful. Tegan Brown with a couple of opportunities there.
But great effort there from Ray to keep the play alive.
Jackson over to Ching. Ava Rollins will attempt a triple. That one's off the back iron. Comes out for a long rebound to Hellwig, and Oak Ridge the other way now.
Brown had Crandall wide open, and Crandall was calling for it. Don't get it.
Ray and Brown, a little give and go. Brown stops, pops, unsuccessful. And Ray with the offensive board. That's her 9th rebound of the night. Ella Ray tried to back her way into Uriarte, but Jackson now the other way for Folsom. Puts it up, no good. Put back attempted by Rollins, and now Hellwig gives it to Brown, and Oak Ridge is storming up the floor. Brown pull-up triple. She's got it.
Brown from downtown, that's her nickname.
26-21, the Trojans stay on top here as Tegan Brown knocks down the triple. She's up to 14 on the night. 4:06 to go in the third, and we'll be back after this. So following the timeout, Folsom will have the ball here. Jackson on the left side of the floor, defended by Abby Hellwig. Hellwig now switches on to Rollins. So 13 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes it out to Kleiman Haig. And now a little mid-range jumper by Uriarte, no good.
Nice chase down rebound there from the Bulldogs. Keep the play alive.
Ching.
Almost threw away. Good save by her teammate.
Kleiman Haig crossed up Hellwig and scores inside. So it's a 26-23 ball game now.
Got a close one here.
Sophia Williams tried to go all the way, but it was knocked out of bounds by Kleiman Haig. And Williams, or rather Oak Ridge. Nope, Williams will inbound it for the Trojans. Marsh comes out. Liv Jurgensen comes back in. Williams up top to Brown. Back to Williams on the near corner. Ray inside. Finds Sophia Williams beyond the arc. No good as Jurgensen and Ray almost collide into each other trying to save it.
I like the decision though, having two Trojans go for the ball instead of one. And then I also like how Ray was able to get out of a triple team.
Ching. That three's in and out. And out of bounds. It'll stay Folsom ball. Coach White giving his team some pointers there. And they will overturn it, though. Oak Ridge will take over. So Jackson yet to score in the second half. And I think it's led by the defense of Abby Hellwig, Mason.
Yes, Hellwig's a very good defender, very underrated, and she gets credit for that.
Hellwig, Jurgensen, and Jurgensen draws the contact inside.
Nice cut on the play leading to a foul.
Charlotte, her second, team second.
Jurgensen knocks down her first.
Sub, number 24, Sophia Merriman. Number 21, Charlotte.
I was like, do you guys have the list? They're like, we do not care.
So we're trying to get another team member into the ball game here. As Ching attempts a triple, that one's too long. And Jackson tried to save it. Looked before she had the ball. And out of bounds, Oak Ridge will take over.
Good effort though from Jackson. Didn't give up on the play.
So the gym is being maxed tonight at 500 people for the capacity. And one of our fellow team members for the men's game is stuck outside, so we're trying to get him in. As Hellwig knocks it down. A deep two-pointer there for Abby Hellwig.
Nice shot from Hellwig. Shot it with confidence.
Hellwig doing it on both sides of the floor. Folsom swinging in around the perimeter. Minderman also a long two, and that one's good. So 29-25, Oak Ridge is up, under 2 minutes now to go in the third. Jurgensen will bring the ball up. Sophia Williams now, and a foul will be on Ellie Uriarte. So Oak Ridge drawing some contact here, drawing the fouls. And Mason, that's never a bad strategy.
No, it's not, because you can always lead a foul doing that.
Subbing in number 14, Cameron Mafui. Number 11, Chelsea Ching.
So Cameron Mafua comes in now for Ching for Folsom. Brown will go on the right side of Ray's screen. Three-pointer no good, that was too strong. And Folsom now the other way. Jackson over to Rollins. Now to Minderman. 15 on the shot clock. Inside, Mafua goes all the way and scores.
Good ball move there from the Bulldogs, and a nice finish using the right in the glass as well at the end.
So it's a 2-point ball game. Folsom's climbing back into it. And Jurgensen now with the ball. Once again, Oak Ridge drawing a foul. This time it'll be on Rollins.
Team fourth. Oak Ridge ball on the side. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Trojan 29, Folsom 27.
Sophia Williams, 42 seconds to go in the third. Brown defended tightly by Jackson. Now Ella Ray over to Jurgensen. Jurgensen, the freshman, has it knocked away, and Folsom the other direction. All the way was Rollins, and a foul will be issued to
Jurgensen
Ella Ray.
on that play kind of felt scared being swarmed and then was stripped.
But we talk about the wall that Ella Ray is, and she has 5 blocks tonight. Rollins' first free throw is good. Tupo will come back in for Uriarte. Lauren Marsh into the ballgame now for Hellwig. Hellwig, a well-earned break there on the bench. So Rollins goes 2 for 2 from the line, and we're all tied up at 29. Brown now with 20 seconds to go in the third, has it knocked away by Ava Rollins from behind.
Good defense there from the
Oak
Bulldogs.
Ridge will have another. Or go ahead, Mason.
Good defense there from the Bulldogs on Brown's attempt.
Oak Ridge will have another shot at it. 15 on the clock, plenty of time to get a decent shot off here. Brown now reverses direction all the way inside. Draws the contact, and she is going to the stripe.
Nice take by Brown.
Foul will be issued to Cameron Mafua, the sophomore. And Brown now finds herself at the stripe. Oak Ridge takes the lead once again. And Brown knocks them both down. 9.6 to go here in the third. Jackson for Folsom. Try to get it to Rollins. Knocked away by Oak Ridge. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 31-29. Oak Ridge will head into the fourth quarter with a lead. And we have got a ball game tonight here at Oak Ridge High School. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter of action. Oak Ridge on top. Welcome to the fourth quarter, everybody. Oak Ridge up to 31-29, and we're going to have quite the ball game here. Knocked away by Tupo. She has the steal to get things started here in the fourth. And can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Tried to put it back up, but is smart and gives it back out to Jackson at the top of the arc.
Nice defensive play there from the Bulldogs.
Jackson directing traffic. 15 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs. Knocked away by Brown. Brown has no one in front of her. Brown all the way. She's got the layup, and Brown now up to 18 of Oak Ridge's 33 points. Trojans up 4.
Brown went coast to coast there.
And a foul will be issued to Liv Jurgensen for Oak Ridge. Brown up to 18, along with 8 boards and 2 steals. Jackson still at 9 points, has not scored since the first half. She is bound to do so here soon. 3-pointer, no good. That was Cameron Mafua. And taken away by Brown. Brown way up floor to Jurgensen. Folsom
Brown
defense
tried
able to
win
get back.
for a home run pass on the fast break.
Brown on the left side. Back to Sophia Williams. Up top, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Jurgensen, mid-range jumper is good.
Nice communication from Williams and Jurgensen on the baseline. Being able to capitalize.
And Jackson draws the foul. Ella Ray will take it away for Oak Ridge. Williams on the left side. Williams still with the ball, knocked away by Tupou. Oak Ridge lucky to retain possession.
But good pressure there from the Bulldogs. Forcing loose ball.
Well, you know, Mason, any minute here, Michaela Jackson's going to start scoring, and Oak Ridge has done a very, very nice job of defending her so far. Ray gets it back. Brown, no good, gets it back, and draws the foul.
Quite a sequence there, ball going back and forth. Ends up in Brown's hands, and she's going to the strike, shooting 2.
Brown going to the stripe. First one too strong. Brown up to a double-double now with 18 and 10. And Brown hits the second. 36-29, Oak Ridge up 7 with 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Jackson, the ball handler, dishes it to Ching. Ching on the near corner. Brings it back out. Jackson was looking inside for Mafua. Instead it's Kleiman Haig, and she knocks it down. 5-point ball game here.
Nice shot by Kleiman Haig from the free throw line.
Marsh drives in, has it stripped away by Folsom. Off the arm of Jurgensen. Jurgensen now in the corner. And a little bit of a misfired pass there to Ella Ray. Brown with the steal. It's Brown and Mafua. Brown all the way to the basket and just rims out, but she gets it back and puts it in after a hard fall by Ella Ray.
Nice energy from Brown, keeping the ball alive and going up with it.
So that'll be an Oak Ridge timeout after the Brown putback there. 38-31 Oak Ridge. 5 minutes of action left. here in the fourth. All right, and we're back as Kleiman Haig is able to knock it down inside, 38-33 Oak Ridge. Jackson no good on the triple. Brown with the rebound. Sorry folks, some team discussion there. Getting set up for the next game. Remember to stay tuned for the men's following this one here. But we have got a ball game here in the fourth. 38-33 Oak Ridge on top. Can they pull off the home win tonight? Ray, errant pass out of bounds there, and Folsom will take over. Mason. Folsom is undefeated this year in league play. They are 22-1 on the season. What is it going to take for Oak Ridge to finish it off here?
Keep the gas on the pedal, don't break, and they'll be good.
Jackson off the glass, and that is her first points since the second quarter. She is up to 11 now in the ball game. Oak Ridge up 3. Brown with the ball. Brown on the left side all the way. Draws the contact. She'll go to the stripe.
Nice drive by Brown.
Brown up to 20 points, along with 12 rebounds. She'll try and knock down her 21st and 22nd. Brown able to knock down the first. Her fourth made free throw tonight. Well, let's set the lineups for you. We got Brown, Marsh, Ray, Crannell, and Sophia Williams all into the ball game for Oak Ridge. For Folsom, it's Kleiman Haig, Jackson.
Discommunication there from the Bulldogs.
Stolen by Brown. Ching also in, along with Mafua. Ella Ray now, defended by Mafua, knocked away. Kleiman Haig will take it for Folsom. Oak Ridge up 5. A little over 3 minutes to go.
Nice idea there from Ray, trying to find the back door.
Jackson. 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. Ella Ray comes away with it, and Brown now with the ball. Double team comes over. That's Ching with the help. And it will be a timeout by Coach White. 2:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Oak Ridge up 5. We'll take a timeout as well. So here we go, the final 2.5 minutes of the fourth. Jackson knocks it out of bounds. Oak Ridge remaining with that 5-point lead. Ella Ray. Deep two, no good. Brown with the offensive board.
I like the decision from Ray. Shoot it when you're open. Shoot it with confidence.
Jackson comes up with it. 2 minutes to go. And a foul on the open floor by Jessica Crandall.
Nice foul from Crandall and stopping the fast break.
Now under the 2-minute mark. And that one's no good. Mafua, board taken by Brown, her 14th of the night. Crannell brings it up the right side. Marsh in the near corner to Ray on the post. 15 on the shot clock and a foul by Michaela Jackson. Brown able to knock down the first, and it's a 6-point advantage for Oak Ridge. Brown with 23 now. Once again, Folsom, number 2 in California. Oak Ridge, number 12. And what a win it would be if Oak Ridge can hold on here. Brown unsuccessful on the second. 6-point advantage for Oak Ridge. 1:30 to go in the fourth, and a whistle is blown. Looks like Mafua got tripped up there. And Sophia Minderman will come in for Mafua.
Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully can walk it off.
Well, great article came out by Matt Long of the Gold Country Media this past week, basically describing that Tegan Brown is one of the best players to come out of Oak Ridge ever. Coach White has been out here coaching for 25 years, and that one's out of bounds. And a timeout will be taken. It'll be Folsom ball when we come back, but back to the article. Coach White describing Brown as the most complete player he's coached. Not only can she do it on the offensive side of the ball, but her defensive numbers are off the charts as well. Brown with 4 steals tonight. Tegan Brown over her average this year, 19 points per game. She's up to 23. And along with 8.7 rebounds a game, she is at 14. Brown with a double-double. She's looking to do more damage. 1:20 to go in the fourth. Oak Ridge up 6. So Folsom now with the ball. 1:15 to go in the fourth. 3-pointer attempted by Rollins, no good. And it'll be Oak Ridge ball. It'll be a foul on Folsom. Looks like it'll be on Uriarte. And Oak Ridge will be going to the line.
I like the attempt though from Rollins.
And none other than Tegan Brown will be heading to the stripe, trying to expand the 6-point lead for Oak Ridge. Brown hits it. It's a 7-point lead for Oak Ridge. And out of bounds, Oak Ridge will get another chance.
Nice
As
rebound
Adsel
there.
enters the game. Uriarte comes out. (42-35) Oak Ridge. 1 minute to go in the fourth. Oak Ridge just trying to run this clock out, and a foul by Kleiman Haig. Williams at the line, trying to extend this 7-point lead. Things are looking pretty for the Trojans. So Mason, we got 55 seconds to go here. Oak Ridge up 7. Trying to make it 8 here. Williams does not make it 8. It remains a 7-point game. Folsom, what are they going to have to do here?
Just keep the momentum going. No bad decisions for another 45 seconds, and they'll be golden.
Stolen by Marsh, and another foul committed by Folsom. Oak Ridge doing their thing. Two rivals going at it here at Oak Ridge High School, and the Trojans up 42-35. Williams, first free throw rims out. Also a shout out to our women's soccer team. They're playing as we speak. They started at 6 o'clock. And we have a score update from our statistician, Quentin Reynolds. They're up 7-0 against Stag. Oak Ridge, the 1 seed, Stag, the 16th seed. So it's going to be a successful win for the Oak Ridge women's team. For soccer, as back to basketball, Folsom takes a timeout. Oak Ridge up 7, 41 seconds to go here in the fourth.
Like I said, this is 1 versus 10 tonight. This is a game. This is a game. Let's go, Oak Ridge Trojans!
Shout out to PA announcer Bobby Edwards down there on the mic, getting this place hyped up. Oak Ridge up 7. Can they beat Folsom here in the final 40 seconds? Jackson, Ching on the right side. Ching, 32 seconds, drives inside and scores. Timeout now by Folsom. Ching makes it a 5-point game. This one is not over. 29 seconds to go in the fourth. We'll keep it here, but Mason, what a game it's been so far. I've had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun too.
Brown with 24 and 14. Ella Ray with 6 and 10. And tons of defense from this Trojans ball club. So I'm going to note out right now the score is 42-37. The last time these two teams played against each other, Folsom beat Oak Ridge 42-37. So really all three of these games have been in the 30s and 40s. Both teams playing super tight defense. And what great basketball here in the greater Sacramento region. So Lily Delaney will be the one to inbound under the basket. 29 seconds to go. Oak Ridge up 5. Delaney looks for Brown. She has Brown. Brown's double team. Gets out of the double team. Escapes. And fouled on the open floor by Ava Rollins.
Definitely a nice escape there from Brown. Avoided catastrophe.
Brown heading to the line once again. Brown's first free throw rims out. And Brown 0 for 2. Folsom still has a chance here. 20 seconds to go. Brown with the steal. And a breakaway foul there by Rollins once again. But Brown and company are hyped up. Oak Ridge almost on their way to a W here.
Brown with the steal to seal the deal. Crowd chanting this.
Brown hits the first. It's a 6-point ball game. Helwig in for Crannell. Brown 2 for 2 from the line. It's a 7-point advantage for Oak Ridge. Ching now hucks it up. No good. 10 seconds. Brown with the ball. She'll run out the clock. And the Oak Ridge Trojans are going to defeat the Folsom Bulldogs for the first time this season. Oh, boy. Our cameraman, Brian Sanjor, is all pumped up there. And so is the home atmosphere here at Oak Ridge High School. Trojans win 44-37. They take down Michaela Jackson and the Bulldogs. What a win for Oak Ridge. Mason, what a win tonight. As we get ready for this men's game coming up shortly, I'll give it away to my other commentators. I am Nico Horning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to get ready to do the PA for the men's, and I'm going to have Mason Johnson, Charlie Limoncelli, Luke Stewart, Aiden Pauley take it away here, and we'll see you soon.